You are now watching We Talkin' Sports.
Hey, thanks for joining us this Saturday on We Talkin' Sports. And man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And you know what? For a change, the majority of it is good news. Hey, so real quick, if you are following us on Facebook, make sure that you are that you hit a like on this. If you follow us on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe, because when you subscribe or you hit like, then you'll get notifications every time we put new content up, because we want you to get it when it's hot and when it's fresh, right off the mics. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do that for us. If you're following us on Twitter, again, give us a like, and you can follow us on Twitter at We Talkin' Sports too. And you can also follow us on Instagram at We_Talkin_Sports. DJ.
Yep.
Before we even get into the show, let me just give a shout out to Big Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Big Ballin' Berry.
Big Ballin' Berry.
For going down to Houston and coming back with their quarterback. They got the job done. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they did.
That's the bottom line. They got the job done. I don't care what they had to do. I don't care how many draft picks they had to give. I don't care how much money. At the end of the day, they did what no other regime, ownership group, management group has been able to do, and that's bring a top tier, top 5 quarterback and call him a Cleveland Brown.
You're right. You know, all the stuff I said about the Browns should wait to Baker and they should build the team and all that stuff I said. Never mind. Never mind. Hey, Deshaun Watson is 26 years old, and he is a legit top 5 quarterback in the league. Right. You got Deshaun Watson for, 10 years at least. He's only 36 in 10 years.
Right.
So you have an opportunity. You got Miles, you got Denzel, you got Chubb Rock. Hey, it's for real now. It is really, really for real. And I guess the only thing we're waiting for, not to bring up the negative, is the suspension. But outside of that, it's all systems go.
Right. You're right. It's all good now. And again, one more time, Big Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Big Ballin' Berry.
Big Ballin' Berry.
Y'all did it. Hey, guess what we gonna be seeing? Guess what we gonna be seeing next year?
What? Yep.
Down at First Energy Stadium. Down at First Energy Stadium.
Man, you got Amari Cooper. See, the thing about it is spending money on those first day free agents. You bringing in Amari Cooper. You bringing in Deshaun Watson. That's to go along with bringing in Jack Conklin. That's to go along with bringing in, who did we get 2 years ago? Oh, but including Jadavian, which I heard. I hope they bring him back. I don't know who this Winovich dude is, but
so they said just yesterday there's a 2-year, $24 million deal on the table for
I heard that.
And basically the Browns went up a couple of million, because I heard it was a little lower than that. They went up a couple million, and hopefully he'll take it. He'll come along for this ride. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So what we wound up giving up for Deshaun Watson was we gave 3 first-round picks, including this year.
Right.
We gave a 3rd-round pick in next year's draft, and then a 4th-round pick in 2024. But in 2024, we give them a 4th, but then they give us a 5th. So we got Deshaun Watson in a 5th-round pick in 2024. They got our next 3 number 1 picks plus a number 3 in 2023 and a 4th rounder in 2024. So what's your take on that? Did we give up too much?
I don't think you can give up too much for a franchise quarterback, a 26-year-old franchise quarterback. If you look at it, we gave up something comparable to what Denver gave up for, what is Russ, 34? 36.
He's
so,
something. Yeah, he's like 30. I want to say like 32, 33.
So we got a much younger top 5 quarterback. They got a dude who's at the end of their career. They might get 5 out of Russ now. At the end of the day, what you said is important. What Jimmy Haslam, and I don't like to give Jimmy Haslam credit, but
man, you better get Jimmy today.
But
Jimmy Haslam gets all the credit. He gets all the credit.
Andrew Berry, what they did is they went down there and said, "We ain't leaving. We ain't leaving until we got money." Because if you really think about the deal that they gave him, first off, to make it sweet, I'm not going to even go into it, but they made his 2022 salary only $1 million for obvious reasons. Hey, maybe other teams wasn't willing to do that. Then they offered him an additional $12 million a year on his current contract. So at the end of the day, they went down there and said, in order to win in this league, you have to have a quarterback. We've been trying to draft one. We've been trying to sign one. The best way that we can do it is go get this dude. And they did it.
He's a proven commodity. He's a proven commodity. Yeah, you know what he is. You know
when he came out the draft, Dabo Sweeney said, whoever drafts him is getting who?
Michael Jordan.
That's what Dabo said.
We got Michael Jordan. Yeah, we got the boy now. Man, I'm so excited about that. I ain't even gonna lie, man. It's like I'm happy for the organization. I'm happy for the city. I know it's a couple of little hurdles that still have to be overcome for things to get smooth sailing, but we got time to work that stuff out.
Right.
And yeah, like I said, again, they went and they got the job done and they came back with a quarterback. So let me ask you this though. So we got us a quarterback. So what's Baker's next stop? And let me make that a two-parter. Let me make that a two-parter.
Okay.
Two-parter. What's Baker's next stop?
Right.
And what should we expect in compensation for Baker? And
so has he got evicted out of his house that he have on the commercials? Is that still his house, or has he been evicted?
I think he got a 3-day notice, though.
He got a 3-day
notice. But let me say this real quick. Hey, we want to hear your opinion on this too. Give us a call, 216-402-1315.
Yeah, tell us where y'all think Baker
conversation. And tell us what you think.
But here's what I say, though. I do think Baker can ball, though. So, again, at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson is way better than Baker Mayfield. But I don't think Baker Mayfield is a bum. So, I like him in Seattle. I like him taking over what Russ got, coming over there, seeing if he can cook. Can Baker cook? His name Baker. We talking sports. Who we got on the line?
Pittsburgh fan for life, Rado. What's good, man? I know y'all happy right now.
Yo, yeah, Rollo, we love it.
Is it another call coming in?
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Like my man just said, Haslam ain't got nothing to do with what just transpired. He had no choice but to.
Hang on 1 second,
Rollo.
He
writing the checks.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We did it.
We got us a quarterback.
Hold on, Rollo.
And no, it's DJ.
DJ, okay. We still working out the technical difficulties, but hey, I don't even know who we got on the phone right now.
Hey, we got a Browns fan on the phone.
Do we got 2 people on the phone or 1 person?
We got 1 right now. Okay, hey, so look, the question I just asked, and give me your opinion, is, so we wound up giving up 3 number 1s, a number 3 in 2023, and a number 4 in 2024. But in 2024, we also get back their 5th round pick. Right. So do you think we gave up too much?
No. We didn't give up any players, which is the best part. Everybody that's already in this core is still here. Unless we trade them for something else to upgrade the team.
Right. I agree, man. I agree.
We can't ask for too much more. Denzel's still here for now. Newsom, even Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We still have like some depth.
Is Hunt signed right now? What's his situation?
So there was some speculation that he may get waived because he he counts like $6 million against the cap, and they also tendered Dearness Johnson, which is like a $2.5 million tender. So there was some people thinking that Hunt might get waived or traded or something like that.
Oh, that would be messed up.
Yeah, not at this point.
Just because
you know what? Because you know where we at right now. We at that part of the game where we pushing all our chips to the middle of the table, and this is not the time to get cheap. Doubt. This is not the time to get cheap and try and save a couple $100,000 or save $2 million.
We done gave him $250 million, baby. $250 million.
So hey, so DJ, let me ask you this: what's Baker's destination?
Oh, Indy or Seattle.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hang on 1 second.
All right, thanks for the call. We're gonna build another one. We talking sports. Who we talking to?
Tina from New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, Tina?
Not much. I'm excited. I'm excited about Deshaun Watson coming to Cleveland. But I have a question. It's a two-parter. The first part is, what are we surrounding him with? Do you think they're going to go? We know we have Amari Cooper. Are they going to go back and try and get Landry? Do you think there are some other pieces that they're going to try and pull together for him?
So
that's part one.
Okay.
Let me give you my second question. What do you say to all these naysayers, the negativity that's coming because they're saying, you know, the Browns are overlooking all this stuff that's going on with Deshaun Watson and the negativity? How do you address that?
So I'll tell you what. I'll take.
Let me take the first one.
Okay, you take the first part. I'll
okay.
take the second part.
Okay, and thanks for the call. I'm gonna answer it. So what I think is, I think that they have built a very good roster around him. I do think that he has very, very good weapons. First, they bought in Amari. So wide receiver, I don't think is done as far as our wide receiver room. I think that they're probably going to look at one at number 13. We also can still sign someone. So the defense has to make some moves, but with this being the third year in what's her damn, I can't think of the D coordinator's name. Woods. With this being the third year in Joe Woods' system, I like where our defense is. I like our overall roster. Now here's the last part about it. I believe that this is, and we have a guest coming in with us, Marv Love, who just came on the scene. What's up, bro? Bro. I think that this Deshaun Watson move is not just a 2020 move. This is a move for the franchise going forward. Now he's our quarterback. Now, if his contract runs out, we can still use the franchise tag, right, bro? We can franchise him, or is that just when you first come in the league?
No, you can always use that.
Yeah, so he's our quarterback, at least until the end of his term now. It's going to cost more, and you're going to have to play more of the salary cap game, but right now, he's our quarterback. You want to hit her second question about the naysayers?
Yeah. This is what I say about the naysayers. They're going to be out there until a couple of things happen. They're going to be one. When I say the things that need to happen is these civil cases need to get resolved. The other thing that needs to happen is they got to win some games, and he has to get out on the field.
At the end of the day, you win games. Everybody forgets everything.
Because I'm going to tell you something. They were protesting, and they were making all of those calls. And I know the situations are different, but they were doing this. They were killing Kareem Hunt until they, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. I was thinking
field.
being Roethlisberger, but Kareem Hunt is closer to home. You're right.
Yeah, and they were killing him, and they were calling 92.3, talking dirty about him until he started breaking tackles and scoring touchdowns. And you know, I'm sure there's still some people. Some people are going to never forgive him, and there's some people that didn't like him even before that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't worry about those. But I think the majority of Browns fans are true Browns fans, and they will get over that. They will get over that.
Marv, what's Baker's next destination?
They will get over his situation.
What's Baker's next destination?
I honestly think that Baker be lucky if he finds a starting position in the National Football League. I honestly think he's a backup at this point. And
I think ultimately that's where he's going to be. I think ultimately that's where his career is going to settle in, is like a Colt McCoy type guy who's like a career backup.
Journeyman.
But because he was the number 1 pick in the draft,
he's going to always get an opportunity.
And because he 2 more, I say he's gonna have 2 more stops. There's gonna be 2 more offensive coordinators that think I can fix him. If I put him in this system and I do this and that, then he could be effective. He's gonna get 2 more opportunities to start, but ultimately I think he's gonna settle down as a career backup.
Well, I offer this optic to you guys. Is he better than Carson Wentz?
So to me, so let me jump in here. So I do think Baker is a baller, and I would love to see him in Seattle, and I think that Baker is going to be a good quarterback. Now, do I think he is? I think he's better than Carson Wentz. Do I think he is ever going to be top 5? I'll put it this way. He is a 2020. He is a 2000s version of Phil Simms. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very good quarterback, can make plays. We got a call. All right, we talking sports. Who we got on the line?
Hey, what up? What's good? This is Rado.
Rado, what's good, baby? I think we lost you the first time, but tell me where you think Baker gonna end up?
Baker, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I like Baker, man. I keep telling you I like Baker. Baker's gonna end up being all right, man. He's not a backup quarterback. He's a starting quarterback in his league.
Okay.
He really is.
So what do you think his best destination is?
Right now, he could go to Miami. Miami need a quarterback. He can go to Houston.
To his job. Baker ain't
he can go to Houston. He can go to Houston. They need a quarterback. I'm telling you,
Houston didn't want him.
They didn't want him.
I'm glad you brought that up, Rollo, and thanks for the call. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. When I look at the timeline on this Baker Mayfield thing, I think that the trade was done before we knew it, and Baker basically said, hey, I want to get traded. And I think Houston said, we don't want you. And so Andrew Berry said, we're not going to trade you. Because it's obvious if Baker went and said, I want to be traded, and if the Houston Texans wanted to Baker Mayfield, he would be on the – you know what I'm saying?
And plus, you would have got less. You would have had to give up less picks. You know what I'm saying? You would have traded Baker Mayfield.
You would have traded Baker Mayfield because that's money off our books.
Rounders or something.
Yeah, there's no reason why we would have kept Baker Mayfield. So obviously, Houston did not want him.
They don't want the boy. Yeah, they don't want the boy.
I do think Baker is. I think he needs to mature. I do think that, but I think Baker is going to be all right. I think Baker is going to be I think he's going to be good.
Now, I'll tell you, and again, time will tell this story, but I think he's a career backup. So the other part of that question was, what can we expect in compensation for Baker? Now, what I hear, word on the streets, is he's worth a 2nd and a 3rd round draft pick.
You know what I say?
Former number 1 overall pick. Now it's worth a 2nd.
I say at this point, okay, so what Dallas basically did is they gave up Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick because they got his money off the books. And so basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Baker's money off the books. So to get Baker's money off the books, I'll take a 5th. Okay, he's a wide receiver, 1st overall pick. I'll take a 2nd to 3rd round pick. And we lost a 2nd round pick. Okay. We talking sports. Who we got on the phone?
Hey, what up? What up? This is Kelvin Jackson.
Hey, this is my nephew. What's going on
now? What up? Hey, so my question is, with this move, right? Browns got Watson, they got Cooper. Where do you think they fall in the AFC hierarchy? AFC got some really good teams. You got the Chargers, the Chiefs,
He's
the
a
Bengals.
Bengals fan, y'all. He's a Bengals fan.
Yeah, of course. Bengals all day. Who they all day?
Let me take this one. Let me take this one. We are a receiver away from being the best team in the AFC North, hands down.
Exactly.
You can't disrespect the team that just went to the Super Bowl like that.
Come on,
every season is a new season. Every season is
now
a new season.
Now we did beat them twice last year, but
every season is a new season.
Yeah,
and I'm not just saying.
And that was with Baker.
Exactly.
We beat him last year.
We just got a top 5 quarterback.
Twice.
Okay, so the second time they rested their starters. So let's not. But here's what I say. Here's what I say. I'll say that right now it's a 3-headed monster because you still got. Hey, and thanks for the call, Neff. All right. You still got a team that went to the Super Bowl last year. You still got Lamar and Harbaugh and stuff like that. And so it's a 3-headed monster. I'm not gonna put us in front. Now don't get me wrong. We do have a very good team, very solid offensive line.
We got more depth than Cincinnati. Let me tell you something. Cincinnati last year was kind of a one-trick pony. They had a very explosive offense. And that explosive offense was led with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And they're going to be, a force to reckon with. But as far as their overall team, I don't think anybody would argue that the Browns have a better roster.
Come on, bro. Nobody would argue that, and they went to the Super Bowl last year? Come on, bro. I don't think that that really, holds as that means you're the best team. Like you said, any given Sunday. Oh no! Come on.
They caught fire offensively. And look,
okay,
dog, we just replaced Baker. We just replaced Baker.
What metric do you measure the best team?
We replaced Baker with Deshaun Watson.
What metric do you? Hold on, just let me just ask you what metric, what measurement is the best team?
Another call. Okay.
The team that wins the division, right? I mean the conference.
That was last year though.
Exactly.
Okay.
We talking about next year.
Okay.
We talking sports. Who do you have on the line?
Oh, Stevie J. What's happening, man?
Stevie J. What's going on, man?
Man, I give a damn about Baker Mayfield. All right? We gonna talk about, we gonna talk about Deshaun Watson, man. Hey, Rev, AK56, he called it, man. He called it and looked in the camera and said this was going to happen.
Hey, and, Sean, we gotta give you your flowers, baby. Sean, this 5-6 called this one way before anybody. I was arguing with this bro a long time.
Yeah, we was going back and forth about it. We was going back and forth. Got that one right. But
guess what? But what makes the podcast a difference of opinion, man. And
right.
Jack, you do a great job, man. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But man, you know what though, man? I'm loving everything what's going on. Y'all doing a great job, and keep on what y'all doing, man. I'm gonna hang up. It's on.
Appreciate it,
all right,
Stevie
appreciate
J.
the
Thanks
call,
for
man.
Stevie
Appreciate the call.
Play it for me one time.
Hey, so let me ask you this question, because I wanna put a bow on this Baker stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do until we find out what his next destination is. But let me ask you this: Was Baker wrong, or was Baker wronged by the Browns?
Well, first of all,
wrong.
Let me give you my opinion. He's a punk, a young punk. He's a young punk. Okay. He and not knocking his accomplishments, because a lot of people have never run the Heisman Trophy.
Right.
A lot of people have never walked on and earned starter.
Right.
Oh, come on, man.
2 universities, right?
He is, you know what I'm saying, the American story of adversity, overcoming adversity, okay? Kudos to Baker, but you're a little punk. You know what I'm saying? You were given this great NFL on paper Super Bowl team, and you couldn't do nothing with it. You know, you're isolated. Arguably one of the greatest receivers in history, in OGB, or Odell Beckham, whatever, OBJ, whatever.
OBJ.
And you just made a mockery of the quarterback position, man. Plain and simple. You know, you jeopardized the team's success when you tried to play hurt. We could have got that play from the backup. Well, anyway, he's gone. He's a young punk. He's gonna be gone out of here real soon. And his attitude, that what is that moxie? Mm-hmm. That moxie that he's used all along,
right.
To gain, whatever he's gained. is now, is fighting against him right now.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's fighting against him right now. You know, you look like a little sport.
It worked in college. It don't work out here in the real world. We got millions and millions of dollars.
No, it works as long as you're winning.
Exactly. And you're not producing
as long as you're winning.
Just
if you're
like
not winning,
Westbrook, we got the right to mock you.
What's wrong with this? Bro?
Come on, man. But,
that's another topic. We could have picked that up from last week.
Before we get off the Browns, I just want to say one thing. The pressure is on Stefanski.
No doubt.
But I have zero concerns. So, D-Jack, you take your shot because you say the Browns wronged Baker, right?
Yeah, I think they wronged.
Explain that.
So, okay. So let's say this: the Browns didn't wrong Baker because the Browns gave Baker a platform for 4 years. So I'm not saying that, poor Baker. I'm not. I'm just basically saying that as a first overall pick who got hurt, I don't want him to get another chance. But in reality, you would want to get another chance. Like, okay, let's put it like this.
How many chances?
Right. I'm talking myself out of it. But I guess at the end of the day, like, Baker Mayfield is Cleveland's Andy Dalton, but we didn't wait as long. You know what I'm saying? We got our quarterback. He built our franchise up to what he needed to be, and now we got an opportunity to get a better quarterback.
So you're saying
this is a business.
Dalton was surrounded by the weapons like we gave Baker Mayfield.
No, only thing I'm saying is that we took our franchise from 1-31 to now a place where they're ready to win. And there had to be a quarterback. That's what they call a bridge.
They was ready last year, except for one person.
Yeah, and so, only thing I'm saying is, at the end of the day, here's what it is. Here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be the only person I'm here defending Baker Mayfield.
That sounds like
piece of hair grease, bro. Piece of hair grease. Okay, forgive me.
Thank you.
Turn off my mic then. Turn off my mic. I am not about to be the one.
So let me just say this. Let me just say this then. One of the things that a lot of people were critical about during Baker's tenure was the amount of commercials that he had.
Right.
The question I have is, let's see how many Deshaun Watson get.
Whoa.
Just a question.
Now.
Well, no,
but it's a lot on that, though, bro.
No.
It's a lot on that. No, you got to be fair. You got to be fair because from one angle, you can say, well, Dag, he's a black quarterback, but he's not getting commercials. But on the other angle, you can say, he was accused of something, and so maybe that's not. So that's kind of. That's the tough one. That's a tough one right there.
I don't think any.
That's a tough one.
Last I recall, there was a quarterback running from the police in Oklahoma. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't
running
in Oklahoma.
from the police.
It was in Austin.
That's right.
It was in Austin, but yeah.
And then knocked himself out.
Couldn't get away from the cops.
And look. I don't even want to go there in terms of let's not write a story before it's written. Let's go ahead and let's see how everything play out. Let's address this when it's time.
Right.
Let's address this when it's time, and it's not time right now. But what it is time to do is start looking at this Browns roster and saying, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man, nothing in free agency or this upcoming draft excited me because I felt like
wide receivers.
No, hold on a second. Listen.
Okay.
Nothing excited me because I felt like until we addressed the quarterback position, we wasn't gonna win anyway.
Right.
Even if that's just the bottom line. Until you have a quarterback, you're not really gonna win.
This was arguably the greatest move in the Browns' history.
You came late. I gave much praise to Big Jimmy Haslam.
Oh yeah.
I gave big praise to Andrew, Big Ball and Barry.
Right.
But they went and they got their man. They got their quarterback.
They let their balls hang, man.
That's right.
The first offer wasn't good enough, and they called him back like, Deshaun, we made a mistake. All of that is guaranteed. Pimping.
Right.
All of it
How about that
guaranteed.
now? You know what I'm saying? I know we said 175, but you know what? Right. We make the whole 230 guaranteed to see how you like that.
Right.
He called back. He said, I missed your message. I missed the call. I'll be there tomorrow.
You know what's crazy, man? They said that Deshaun Watson was a ball boy for the Falcons And he started calling his people in Atlanta and saying, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So after Jimmy came back with that $230 guarantee, he was like, hey, y'all. To fly out to Cleveland, what y'all got to do?
On a $100 ticket.
Right. Y'all can fly out to Cleveland. I'll buy y'all a house because I got $230 guaranteed.
All the time, man. Sometimes you can take a ticket for $50.
Guaranteed.
$50 depending on where you get it.
Guaranteed. Hey, so check this out. So we gave up that draft capital. What other holes do we have on the roster that we have to fill? And I'm gonna throw one position out here to you right now. Yeah, we need another veteran wide receiver. But
it depends if Landry.
We just need somebody else to play.
He might want to sign that contract.
Tight end.
Hey, bring Juice back.
Landry might
bring
want
Juice
to.
back.
Just like Deshaun, he might change his mind.
Right, exactly. I say bring Juice back.
That would be a great. Oh my God, Andrew Berry would look smart, and Fletcher Cox just did the same thing.
Right.
Fletcher Cox just did the same thing.
But check this out. So
that would make Andrew Berry
I would
look
love
great.
for them to trade. Not trade, but I would love for them to go ahead and re-sign Juice. But if they're not able to do that, because you overpay for people in free agency,
right? And
that's why usually the Browns trade for players versus if they can versus just signing them in free agency. That's why they traded for Amari Cooper. And I have a couple of guys that are rumored to be on the trade block that I think would be good fits for the Browns. What I mean by a good fit,
we don't have a center. Remember that.
We do have a center.
No, they released.
We got Nick Harris, the guy they've been grooming for the past 3 years.
Okay.
But they were also in the hunt for Allen Robinson after they had signed Amari Cooper.
Right.
So they planned on spending some money for another receiver. So these guys that I have,
so one of them must be dude in Seattle. Okay.
Let me give them to you. Dog. Let me give them to you.
My bad.
So first, as far as free agency, we got Sammy Watkins is still a free agent.
Okay.
Will Fuller is still a free agent.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to just dabble and just sign somebody, you got guys like that.
You haven't impressed me yet.
Okay.
No,
now,
me either.
Now, these are the guys that you could probably give up a fourth, maybe even a fifth round draft pick to acquire because their teams are trying to get them and their money off of their books.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you four guys. Robert Woods with the Rams.
Yeah, he got an ACL. Why am I doing that? He's
coming off of an ACL.
Yeah, why would I do that? Okay.
DK Metcalf with Seattle.
And you're saying that Seattle is going to say, "Oh man, let me get a fifth round pick for
in a contract year." So this is either you get ready to sign him to a big contract or you're gonna trade him. And if you're rebuilding and you don't even have a quarterback, why are you going to pay a bunch of money to a receiver?
Bruh, so if I'm the Los Angeles Chargers,
can I give you the four? Can I give you the four?
You can't give me that one. You can't give me that one for a fifth round pick, bro. If I'm the Los Angeles Chargers and I get on the phone and I hear Cleveland is going to give a fifth round pick.
You arguing the trade, and that's not what this segment is about. That's not what this segment is about.
But that one is unreachable, though. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
How can you say it's how do you know they're not going to trade him?
For a second round pick, maybe, but not for no fifth. You said, but go ahead, dog. My fault. Go ahead. My fault.
The other one is Tyler Lockett, who's a receiver already under contract with the Seattle Seahawks.
So I like that one. You definitely gonna give up. You're not gonna give up a fifth round pick.
I think
you're gonna give up more than a fifth round pick.
But I do the like last that one. The last one is with the Houston Texans. Is Brandon Cooks.
I like him a lot.
And so this is the situation with Robert Woods, Tyler Lockett, and Brandon Cooks. They're all they all make around 16, 17, $18 million a year, but they're on teams that know they ain't going no place. They don't even have a good quarterback. So a lot of times in that situation, they just like, okay, if we're going young and we're starting with a young quarterback, let's start them off with a young receiver so they can grow together. So a lot of times that's why they wind up moving receivers like that. So that's why this list is compiled. They're all rumored to be on the trade block.
Can I critique your list?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Robert Woods, ACL. I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't give up anything for him. But I mean, he's definitely good. We could use him, but ACL. DK Metcalf, whatever we offer for DK Metcalf, somebody else is going to offer. So you may think that Seattle would get rid of him for a fifth round pick, but Seattle can get a 5th round pick from any team, or a 4th round, or a 3rd round, or possibly a 1st round. So we don't have enough to get DK Metcalf. The one name that I do like that you said, I love Tyler Lockett, and I would give up it because he's that veteran receiver that stretches the defense, and that would be a huge plus for us. What he does for Russ, if he did that for Deshaun, that would be huge for us. So I do like Tyler Lockett. I would give up a lot for him. And the one that I think is the best fit is the Fuller dude. Because he played with Deshaun, right?
Yeah.
They
played
and you can get him for cheap. You could probably get him in that.
You got to figure like this. If you're a receiver and you're still available, you can probably be had somewhat cheap at this point. And I say that for Sammy Watkins and Will Fuller. Because I know Sammy Watkins has a pretty extensive injury history. That's probably because he's talented, but he had, like I say, he has a long injury history.
I thought you were talking. We all know that, and obviously the Browns know that they're looking for another wide receiver. You know what I'm saying, but I thought you were discussing or asking as far as another position, as far as maybe the DE.
Yeah, those positions too. Because see, this is the thing. We still have the remaining free agents, but we also still have the draft coming up too. And I know like a lot of people like, oh, okay, well we gave all them picks with Deshaun, but no, we still have our 2nd round pick, which is number 44 overall.
Greedy Williams.
We have our 3rd round pick, which is number 78 overall, and then we have a compensatory 3rd round pick because compensatory, right? Thank you. For that one front office dude that went to Minnesota to become their general manager.
They gave us a compensatory pick with that?
Overall.
I know you get it for losing free agents. You get it for losing coaches too?
For front office people, especially when they minorities, yeah. Then for number 4, our 4th round pick, number 107, we got 2 of those, and we also have number 118. So we do still have some draft picks so we can build like depth. And hopefully between the 2nd round pick and these 2 number 3s, we can find somebody who can contribute.
Plus
or 2 people that can contribute.
Plus the 2 5th round picks we're going to get for Baker Mayfield.
2 5th. 2 5th round.
We're going to get something for Baker, though.
Hey, I told you, the charts say we should get a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick. That's what the charts say.
You're going to get a bag of nuts.
No, you're going to get something for Baker. You're going to get something.
Hey, to be honest with you, my guess, right, if it was me, I would say we're going to get a 3rd or a 2nd. I don't think we're going to get both. Because, you know what one of the differences is Baker's locked in for $18 million already. So with that, do you look at the draft differently now?
Do I look at the draft differently? Here's how I
got a quarterback. When you got a quarterback,
man, you almost want to go. So you want to go. We're in the select best player available state now. We don't have to fulfill a need in the draft, especially since our first need is going to be a 2nd round pick. We more best player available. But with this being a deep receiver draft,
this is a deep receiver.
I think you gotta go receiver. What do we got? Number 44.
Number 44 overall.
So we ain't getting one of them Ohio State kids.
Now. No, don't say that.
But
don't
you
say
think
that.
we
No,
can
no,
get the
no,
kid
no.
from? Tell them your secret weapon that you.
No. Actually,
put in your GM hat and tell us who your secret weapon is.
Jamison Williams is actually being projected to go in later in the 1st round. But who is projected to go in the 2nd round is Chris Olave. The one that ran that 4.29.
There's no way Chris Olave falls to us at 44. If that happens, man, wow.
Like I said, he's projected as the 2nd round pick.
He's nice.
44 is like what? 8.
There's no way Chris Olave is
10 picks into the 2nd round. So I don't know. You don't know how these things go. But in terms of his ranking as a receiver, that's where he's projected to go. That's where he's projected, dog.
All right, dog. We didn't talk about the Browns. Talk about your boys, dog. I know you love that they just won against Jokic.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
I know that you love that they just beat Jokic in them, bro. So
I do.
That was a great win.
It was a great game.
A great game and a great win.
It was a great game. And you know what the thing about it is, the people, it's like, the Cavs aren't fool's gold because Lauri Markkanen can do what he do. I ain't saying he gonna score 28 every game, or no, he had 32. I ain't saying he gonna do that every game, but he know when to use his height. And if you leave him out there for a second, he gonna stroke that 3 on you, or he definitely gonna shoot it.
here's where I got to give you credit. And this is what I thought about, because I cut the game off. I fell asleep probably. So I was watching the game, didn't see the end, didn't see they won until this morning. And when I looked at the box score, I said, you know something? That's what Sean said. That's what 5-6 said. Any night, one of these dudes can give you 25.
Yep.
And you still got Karis LeVert that can give you 25.
Right. And
you still got Jared Allen who can give you 25.
Karis LeVert has not got his legs under him yet. We have not seen Karis LeVert yet as Cavaliers fans.
No, not the Brooklyn Karis LeVert.
Right.
No,
we haven't seen him yet. He ain't got his legs under him yet.
It's still to come. Yes.
Right.
But I ain't putting them getting a playoff victory. I ain't thinking they're going to win a round in the playoffs.
You got them at the first round exit.
Bro, the top three. Okay, so if they finish number 6, the top 3 teams is Philly, Miami,
right now, if the playoffs started today, we would have Philly.
And Milwaukee. So no, I don't think they about to beat one of them teams. I mean, no, I don't. I don't think that. What? I think that they about to lose. They about to beat Milwaukee? No. They about to beat Philly? No. Who? No. I think they are a good feel-good story, and I believe that when Evan Mobley becomes Giannis or KD, whichever one he becomes, and I think he can go one way or the other. He can bulk up in the gym. He can work on his jumper because he got the handles. He got the athleticism. But I think while your main threat is a dude that's 6 foot, I don't think you about to beat one of them 3 times.
I think you're underestimating the whole team objective or just.
You think they can beat one of them teams in the playoffs?
Most definitely can.
Which one?
Because just like how you pointed out, 56 said any one of them could give you 25, 32 a game. You know, and most definitely.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, and I'm just saying. So, like Sean said, LeVert hasn't gotten his feet up under him yet. You know, when he gets his feet up under him, and hopefully by the playoffs come, he will have his feet up under him. He will. There's a steady rotation. The coach got a steady rotation going and everything. We are already a better team than all of those teams you're talking about.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Milwaukee just won the NBA Finals last year.
I don't know if you saw last week's segment.
Bro, you saying we a better team than the team that just won the finals?
Have you looked at us? How we get our majority of shots, just like you said. I'm pointing this
out. Hold on, dog. You saying we are better than the team that just won?
We're a better team as a team total.
Than the team that just won the finals.
We don't have that one superstar, but we have a bunch of stars. And that's better than just one superstar and a bunch of role players. At any given day.
Yeah, I 100% do not agree with you on that. They just as a team went through 4 7-game series as a team. So they are a team
totally
locked down.
Healthy. We were not totally.
No, I'm talking about Milwaukee last year. They got the same team they had last year.
Not trying to diss Milwaukee, but last year's championship was like a battle of attrition. It was so many injuries to star players in the playoffs that it was literally a battle of attrition.
7 or 8 major injuries.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to diss Milwaukee. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. But
that was just on the West Coast alone.
So before we even get into who we gonna match up with, we gotta hang on to that 6th spot. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we currently have a 1-game lead over Toronto. But you know what the ill thing is? We got a 1-game lead over.
Brian them just beat Toronto them last night.
Yeah, so we got a 1-game lead, but we're also only 1 game out of the 5th spot too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 4 through 6. It's only like a game and a half separating all of us. So we the bottom line is we got to keep winning. We got to keep winning.
So let me say
and let me go ahead.
Marketing is very, very good, and Darius Garland is very, very good, and Kevin Love gives you. So they have a very good team, and they have a very good coach, and everybody plays their role very, very good. So I love watching them. Like, they're always competitive, and I give them a puncher
and
shot.
Don't forget Colin
but
Sexton
I don't
coming
think
back. Colin Sexton's gonna be back. I keep saying it, and
if
just
he comes back,
dog, everything you just said that came true.
Just watch.
I believe the Cavs gonna go to the finals because everything you just said came true. But yeah, he do. So
no, I'm telling you, just watch.
There's nobody in America that has said anything. I talked to Colin Sexton's daddy the other day. That nigga ain't say he coming back, but dog say he's coming back. So Hey, everything you were saying is becoming true, but Marv, I don't agree with you. I don't think that they are. I do think that they are a good, fundamentally sound basketball team, but I think that they go through too many spurts where they can't score points because. Yeah, any one of them dudes can go off 25, but at the end of the day, if you take away Darius Garland, nobody else on this team steps up. Now, Karis LeVert, okay, he don't have his legs on him. He's proven. So I wouldn't be shocked if I was surprised, but I can't see this team. I can't see this team winning two playoff games this year. What? Real talk. I can't see them winning 2 playoff games.
Okay. I'm
gonna hold myself to that.
Okay, but so let me ask you this.
Unless they're playing games.
You know what happens Monday?
Unless they're playing games. Playing games does not count. Playing games does not count. No.
Do you know what happens Monday? What? You know what happens Monday?
Monday, no.
March 21st.
Oh, we
guess who's coming to town?
We play the Lakers.
Guess who's coming to town? LeBron.
You've been pumping that one for a minute.
LeBron watch.
He is not coming back.
Let me tell you something. Watch how that story takes center stage come Monday.
Because we are LeBron. We are a LeBron player away. If LeBron came back, we win the championship.
LeBron is coming back. The only question is he coming back this next season or the season after that? And that's why we got this hashtag free LBJ going. Okay. Because the Lakers need to just go ahead and terminate that contract for that last year. Because the Lakers is a hot mess. We in a position to win the championship.
Can we deal with what Marv just said?
If not the greatest player to ever play the game. Go ahead and let him write his last chapters of his story like Tom Brady is doing.
So let's talk about what Marv.
Let the boy go and let him up out of L.A. Come on, Magic.
Let's talk about what Marv just said. Add LeBron to this team.
And you got a championship team.
Is that a championship team?
Oh, my God.
No doubt.
I mean,
no doubt.
What?
What?
Oh, my gosh.
Let me tell you what you're talking about.
Especially this LeBron. Especially this LeBron.
And he already said it ain't even about the money, so you ain't even got to give him a max contract.
We talking sports.
He's telling you he going to play without a max contract.
I don't even want the old LeBron, the young LeBron.
We talking sports. Who we got?
We got TBJ. I want to talk about LeBron coming back.
Okay.
Hey, check this out, though. Just like Red 56 said, that Deshaun Watson's coming back, he about to have a king. We going to have a king.
Nostradamus said it.
Hey, this about to be Title Town up in here. Title Town.
Said it. I don't think LeBron at 37, 38 brings us a championship. I'm sorry. I don't.
Why not, DJ?
Man, okay, because, man, Bron is not playing winning basketball right now. Now, maybe his head ain't in it, but the dude that I'm watching play for the Lakers ain't helping.
Let me just say this. LeBron is scoring the most unassisted points.
The thing is, I think that we need more. I think we need more than that, but there's no way I'm going to be the dude that's not on the bandwagon because, to me, I don't know. I'm just going.
What was you just saying a few minutes ago?
I'm not going to even. I'm going to just be silent on that one.
You talking about a guy that can come and give you 24, 25 minutes a game,
right?
But average 27, 28 points.
On 60% shooting.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where he's at this stage of his career.
This right now. LeBron right now.
And let me say this one more time.
Okay, I'm about to get on the bandwagon.
The only reason this is an option is because he's from Akron.
Yes.
Bro, you had me at hello. You had me at hello, bro. You had me at Stevie J saying hello. All right. Yes, we can win a chip.
How can you turn this down? You talk about licking a gift horse in the mouth.
This is better than the Kyrie team he saw and was licking his chops with. He saw Kyrie and a young Tristan. He started licking his chops. And he told the Miami that hot weather, all them beautiful women, and Pat Riley to kick rocks. I'm going back home. It's about Akron. And this team is 10 times better.
And
younger. And with more talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you want to come back home?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, come on, man.
Hey, check this out. Hey, can I say this? they gave a full 100% black man $230
Say that shit again. Say that shit again, Stevie J.
Cleveland looks so attractive right now.
230 racks.
The
230 million.
Who gets the most attention at the strip club? The man making it rain, or the dude sitting in the corner? And right now, Ohio is making it rain on these mountains. Okay, they're making it rain, and everybody else is seeing that. Heard me? Drop it like it's hot. Everybody saying fully guaranteed. They're like, oh, they ain't playing.
That's what though.
Right.
That's what though. I'm gonna go back to listen. I'm gonna go back to what 5'6" AK Rebel said was, Jimmy Haslam is a dog as an owner. I don't want to hear nothing else about he's not a good owner, man.
Hey, Big Jimmy made the biggest what's probably going to be the biggest acquisition in this franchise's history, and it was, he made it happen. It wasn't no I got the number one pick and you just happened to be here. He made it happen,
and it wasn't just a boss move, because it was really an obvious move. If you can get Deshaun Watson, of course, eight other teams are going after him. You're going to get him. But it was a move that we haven't made as an organization ever.
Yes,
We've never let our balls hang like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And gave fully guaranteed and went after him. I don't care how the chips fall, and we coming back with another one. My fault, man. We was just playing pimping. Here you go.
That's what they did.
But guess what, though? If I can say this, though, I don't even think it's that. I think Jimmy Haslam was watching We Talking Sports.
Thanks for the call, Stevie J.
That's all, for sure. All
right. Hey, but there it is, man. Hey, LeBron might look back and say, wow, Cleveland is about to pop it. You know he'll be jealous if Cleveland was popping and he wasn't part of it. So we're
a football. Look how many people was at that basketball parade. And we are a football state. You know what I'm saying? Right. And look how many people showed up for the Cavs.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That energy, that synergy, that vibe, you want to be a part of that growth.
Right.
And this is your place. You're invested. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You ain't gonna make no more money anywhere else.
When the Browns signed OBJ, my friends on Facebook put a bandwagon application out there. And so, hey, I'm ready to sign up for the bandwagon. Am I about to drop my Cowboys?
You need to. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay,
I ain't about to drop my Cowboys.
I ain't saying you gotta drop them, but let me ask you this: who's a better quarterback, Dak or Deshaun Watson?
What you mean?
Right.
What you mean? I can't believe you even had any response.
Right. You fighting yourself because you know the answer. You fighting yourself. You know the answer.
You know something? I'm gonna tell you this, man. I think Dak is cold. So Dak is my favorite player, so I'm not gonna just all of a sudden just say
you're emotional. Well, you're
show
emotional.
Me, yeah. Show me.
Understood.
I like me some
even
Dak
by the
guys,
numbers,
so.
Deshaun is blowing Dak out the box without a number one receiver, with the worst team in the NFL. He still averaged and had more yards in every statistical category than Dak.
This is what I told somebody.
Last time he played.
This is what I told somebody before, and I'm just gonna be 100% transparent right here. I've always looked at the Browns as y'all are not on that level. Y'all are bargain basement shopping, y'all. So I live in Cleveland, but y'all ain't never really on the table. So I got a team. Now, I ain't saying the Cowboys win, but the Cowboys, I always looked at it as the Browns was just not on that level. So I never really had high expectations. It was easy to cheer for both because, you know, every time you've ever asked me, who do I want if the Browns and the Cowboys win? My answer has always been, well, the Browns really don't have a chance to win the division, and the Cowboys do, so I want the Cowboys to win. But if they ever met in the Super Bowl, I want the Browns to win. So now, the Browns are no longer, they are no longer in that conversation.
Arguably NFL.
Now the Browns are spending real money. Last couple of years, they done spent money on first-day free agents. and they done hit the biggest jackpot of any team. I would even put this bigger than Peyton Manning going to Denver. Because Peyton Manning was 30-some years old.
He was like 36 or something.
This is like getting Drew Brees without
dust.
the shoulder surgery, without the shoulder messed up.
Right.
So, to me, now I'm going to be torn. And now, it ain't about, I don't know if I can love both. You can't serve two masters is what the good book say.
So
I don't know if I can be
healthy.
Okay.
He's a healthy individual. No injuries.
No injuries.
Completely healthy and rested. And with a chip on his shoulder.
With a chip on, and what did he do with that chip in college when he lost to Alabama in the national championship his sophomore year or his freshman year? He came back and beat that ass his next year.
And you know what's so cold? He ain't got to do it by himself.
Nope.
He got Nick Chubb. He got Kareem Hunt. He got Myles Garrett. He got Denzel Ward. He got John Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You got other ballers on this team that's going to help you close the deal. So it's not like you got to come in as the savior and just carry all of the pressure. You got playmakers around you on both sides of the ball. And he said that himself. It was clearly the best roster out of the teams that he was choosing from.
By far the best roster.
And with depth.
Yeah.
That's why you can't give
decent depth.
That's why you can't give. Oh no. Baker's ass any leeway.
But I'm gonna still love my Cowboys.
Okay.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up.
It was gay Cowboys too.
Hey, look.
Do I think he better than Dak though? If I had to pick between Deshaun, if I was picking if I had to pick this shit, I would probably go with Deshaun Watson. I ain't gonna need trip. I go with Deshaun, but I love Dak's leadership ability, and I don't know. I just like Dak. Fuck it. But I would pick Deshaun Watson.
It's okay, and you say that now.
I pick Zeke over Nick Chubb too.
Wait till Deshaun take the Browns to the playoffs, and then tell me that.
Excuse my comments, but yeah, it's all up to Stefanski now.
You know who is going to be the happiest dude?
Team.
Trey Love playing Deshaun Watson in Madden. Trey Love is going. He done went through because he stick with his Browns. He done went through Baker.
First of all, let's get this right. Everybody is going to be the Browns now. Okay.
I'm not.
Hey,
but everybody gonna be the Browns, right?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because in the excitement of the Cavs and what's going on with the Browns, we tend to forget about the Guardians.
Right.
Who?
Guardians?
So you asked me to say something about the Guardians just so that we can put it all around. So the Indians are pissing, or the Guardians, I'm sorry. The Guardians are making me mad right now because I have always been the person that has defended the ownership of the Indians while everybody has trashed them, because I've always said, well, you know something, y'all say they don't spend, but y'all don't go to the game. So you can't say that they don't spend if you don't go to the games. But right now, there is a free agent frenzy. There are free agents to be had out there. And the Indians are, the Guardians, I'm sorry, I keep saying this. The Guardians are not far away. They got a good manager. They got a solid foundation to where they could be getting some of these dudes and making their team good right now. And they are sitting back and watching everybody else spend money. So I'm everything that today is my y'all was right day.
You know,
and y'all was right about the Cavs. Well, y'all wasn't right about the Cavs yet, because I still say they only gonna win two at most two. They'll be lucky to win two games in the playoffs. But you was right about the Cavs. I mean about the Browns. And maybe everybody's right about the Guardians.
If we see the 76ers in the first round, the Cavs will win that series.
That's what I
told you that before, and I'm telling you that again. If we see the 76ers in the first round, the Cavs will win that series.
You don't think that, dog. You don't think.
Take it.
No, why would you take
that one? I don't think it. Why would you pick out the one team that they just got beat by twice and say that that's the team?
Because I look at matchups.
Exactly.
Okay.
I look at matchups.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the best player in basketball.
And I look at James Harden's play.
Maybe like
in the playoffs.
What they had
20th best player in basketball.
James Harden really don't even want to mess with Isaac Okoro. I'm gonna tell you something. He really don't. So really, what they got?
Are you saying
they got the
don't
MVP.
look good against him today?
I'm not saying that. But they have the MVP. That's what they have, and he's unstoppable. Joel Embiid is unstoppable. But like I usually say, when you come across a guy like that, let him get his and just lock in on everybody else.
And then late game, double them, make them pass to the cold shooters, and they ain't gonna hit nothing because they ain't been shooting all game.
Yep.
Let him go.
And the Cavs got all these young dudes. It's gonna keep a fast pace.
Exactly.
And Joel Embiid, at the end of the day, Joel Embiid is like 7'1", 7'2", 285, close to 300 pounds. That's a big dude to keep running up and down.
Him and Joker are the same.
So let him chase these 160-pound guards up and down the court and see who get tired first.
Yep. Exactly. The fast-paced game.
Play with pace, yeah.
Nope.
Play with pace.
So you saying
that's what you do with the 76ers.
So you saying that would they beat Giannis and them too?
You know what the thing about the Bucks,
I mean, shit. Would they
beat the Bucks benches?
Who coming out the West?
Off the bench, man.
Shit, let's give them the chip.
The West is wide open.
In the season right now, Cavs number 6. Let's give them the chip.
No,
Philly can't beat them.
No, you being facetious, but I'm being serious.
Yeah.
When I say that the Cavs, again,
can Phoenix beat them?
I've watched every game they've played.
Can a healthy Phoenix win?
I see the matchups.
Okay.
Darius Garland is the best point guard if Kyrie is not in the East. If Kyrie is not allowed to play,
he's the best point guard in the city of Cleveland. Outside of the city of Cleveland, there's better point guards than him.
In Eastern Conference?
Yes, like Trae Young. But come on, man!
Let me say
y'all get so caught up in the moment, man. If Darius Garland played for the Denver Nuggets, y'all would not be saying that Darius Garland is cold. Darius Garland is good. Darius Garland is not the best point guard in the East. He's not.
Who is the start? Okay.
He's not the best point.
Who is
he
the best,
made one day be.
Who is the best point guard in the East?
Who is the two starters in All-Star game?
Give me the best three then. Give me the best
Kyrie,
three.
If he's a point guard, if it's guard.
It's Kyrie.
No, James Harden.
So he ain't even in that neighborhood. He's more in the. I mean,
he's
shit.
The second tier.
To me, I don't think he's better than Kyle Lowry. Now you disagree with that.
What?
Hey, how many rings Kyle Lowry got?
How many Eastern Conference Finals Curry got? How many rings Robert Horry got? Is he the best power forward ever played?
How many best overall records in the Eastern Conference do Kyle Lowry get?
Kyle Lowry is not even better than the guy who replaced him.
Right. Fred VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet is way better than Kyle Lowry. More dependable, a better shooter.
I don't think that. I'm a Kyle Lowry fan. I like Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is a cold basketball player. Doggy.
He's a gritty
numbers.
Player.
He got numbers. So to me, okay. So if I'm talking about going down to the park and going ooh, then yeah, okay, maybe Darius Garland is better. But if I'm talking about playing NBA championship basketball, you're going to have to be done played NBA championship basketball for me to put you on a level with somebody who has played NBA championship.
Let me ask you a question.
See, this is why I put Darius Garland better than those two players.
I mean, like, Darius Garland, did he do anything?
Yes, he can create a shot himself. That those two players can't do that. When the chips get down to it, he can create a shot for himself, by himself on the floor. Kyle Lowry can't do that.
And I'm going to tell you something else. Because you look at Trae Young and his skill set. I know Trae Young's a tremendous shooter.
Exactly.
And he gets up and down the floor. But I'm going to tell you, let me just say this. One thing that's hard to measure, and you can't necessarily measure in statistics, is leadership. And to me, it's very...
you're saying that Darius Garland is a better leader?
Let me say something. You didn't let me.
Okay.
The thing that's very disappointing about a guy like Trae Young is after having a year like you had last year and making that playoff run, so you had exposure to the type of game that you have to play to win in the NBA, yet you weren't able to bring it back the next year and not even maintain it. You've digressed. That's a bad sign. And so when I look at Darius Garland, like, you look at his, you can grade him as a shooter, as a passer, but what I think his best attribute is his leadership. And
Why?
Because these guys follow him. You can look out on the court,
especially
and you can tell when he's on the court
as
the way
being
they
as
play.
Young as he is.
Yeah,
as being as young as he is.
So
they defer to him. They understand who he is.
You do understand that the Cavs have a losing record since All-Star break, right?
What do that got to do with this?
Because that's when they started playing basketball as the All-Star break. Because here's why it does. Because I get it. I'm a fanboy too. I love Cleveland, rah, rah, rah. I was born here too. But at the end of the day, Trae Young led the nation in scoring and led the nation in assists in college. Darius Garland has never done anything.
He played 4 games in college.
Okay. Who?
Darius Garland.
Right. So Darius Garland has never done anything like that.
You can't compare the two. You can't, like Kyrie.
Exactly.
So is he better than Kyrie?
Okay, exactly.
Kyrie only played like, 6 games?
Trae Young has won the Rookie of the Year. Darius Garland has not done that. Trae Young has taken his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Darius Garland ain't done that. So why am I sitting up and giving a dude, why am I saying that a dude, because he lives in my city.
Where is Trae Young at right now? Today. Where's Trae Young at March 19th? March 19th, 2022. Where is Trae Young at today?
So you think that Darius Garland is a better point guard than Trae Young?
I didn't say that.
Then what are we talking about then?
But you made it sound like that was a ludicrous statement. I'll say he's playing better than him now. So if you look at their careers, Trae Young has accomplished more. He's been in the league longer.
If they were both available, Trae Young wouldn't be Darius Garland wouldn't be the dude that the general manager picked over Trae Young.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It depends who the general manager is.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Garland plays better D. He's a bigger player.
Garland plays D.
He plays better D.
He's a bigger player. He plays better D.
Stop it.
See, Trae Young benefited off of those whistles last year a lot,
and jacking up those 3-pointers,
which they changed the rule of this year because it's really not basketball, and that's how he got all those gaudy numbers. Really, he led the NBA in free throws, I think, and going to the line. But he's not leading it this year though. Why is that the drop off? Because all that flailing.
Okay, so is the dude? In my opinion, he's better than Darius Garland, and I cannot wait to hear y'all say. I can't wait till y'all say blah 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 blah. But is the point guard for Milwaukee?
Aren't you the same
Is the point guard for Milwaukee better than Darius Garland?
You don't even know which point guard.
The dude with all the brothers. Holiday.
Yeah. Is he better than Darius Garland?
Yeah. So you right now are saying this.
I'm saying this.
Who would you rather have?
Yes.
Who would you rather have?
I'd rather have the Holiday kid.
Oh no.
You just tripping.
You
just tripping.
Oh no.
Why? Because somebody can blah blah blah, or do somebody can? You said leadership, right?
But I give this. That's a better pick because he can create a shot for himself.
I get it. Darius Garland was going to score more points than him.
Darius Garland run a team. Darius Garland on that CP3 shit where it's just like, he's a floor general. He's a floor general.
There's
a lot of point guards that aren't floor generals. It's a lot of point guards.
Is Darius Garland an upgrade for Milwaukee than the dude they got right now?
Yes.
No, he's
not.
Drew
Holiday? Yes, he is.
No, he's
yes, he is. And because they got Giannis with his defensive presence, they would take him because let me ask you this:
and
who's better offensively?
He's a better shooter.
Who's better offensively, Drew Holiday or Darius Garland?
Darius Garland. Oh, come on.
Now, if you're asking me who scores the most points, but when you say offensively, as far as setting people up, as far as stuff like that, I'm going to take the dude that won the finals over the dude that's up and coming. Let the dude do something first is my only point. My only point is, okay, I get it that we play positionless basketball. But if you grade a point guard, you always talk about leadership. You always talk about those things. If we grade a point guards' grades are based on what did you win?
No, it's based off of plus minus and what your team does when you're on the floor. That's probably the most. And
you're telling me that his point minus. You're telling me that his plus minus is better than the dude in Milwaukee.
Darius Garland's plus minus is one of the highest in the league.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. My only point that I'm just trying to make is let the dude do it. I don't want to see
he's
flashes.
doing it. You can't recognize that he's doing it and say,
no,
I see he's doing it.
Because NBA basketball, regular season does not count.
So you past tense. Everything with you is past tense.
No,
everything.
NBA basketball regular season does not count. So all the stuff, all the greats that they talk about, all of this, that, and the third, they don't base that on. You don't hear nobody saying that Peyton Manning was a great regular season player, but not a good.
Yeah,
you don't
do.
hear that
Yes,
in the NBA.
Yeah, you
the
do.
NBA is
yes,
about the playoffs.
That's what they say about James Harden. They say James Harden is great in the regular season, but not that in the playoffs.
So that's why he don't have a ring. Can beat him.
So that's exactly. So that's my
James
point.
Harden is exactly why I think if Cleveland sees them, they can win. Because I'll take Darius Garland over James Harden.
Listen.
I will. Man.
In July,
he's proven not to rise to the occasion.
And on many teams.
Right.
In July, when the Cavs go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and y'all ask me about Darius Garland in July, and the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm going to be like, man, that boy cold and a motherfucker. But until that dude ain't even won a playoff series, ain't even saw the playoffs,
I understand.
I'm not going to put him on the level of dudes that took their teams to the playoffs.
It ain't news till it's news, right?
Because it ain't news until it's news, exactly. That's how I was when Kyrie was young. Was I like that when Kyrie was young? And when Kyrie took us to the finals, what'd I say? Oh, that's a bad boy.
Okay,
I don't give nobody credit until they get it.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's just me.
You remember all those conversations we used to have about Kyrie and comparing him to Steph Curry? And I used to always tell you Kyrie is just as cold.
He got better handles and everything. And you would never.
Remember when I saw
and he never gave Kyrie any peace.
Right.
Kyrie ain't on Steph Curry's fucking. Dog, Steph Curry is on Michael Jordan's level. Are you crazy? Michael, do you so you don't give Steph.
Save it for next week.
Let me ask you this: Where do you put Steph Curry all-time great point guards NBA history?
The only thing that
where do you put him at all-time greatest point guard ever. NBA history? Just point guard. Point guard.
No, I agree.
No, I'm asking you as far as point guards: John Stockton, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, blah blah blah. Where do you put him in it? Is he in that conversation?
He's not a floor general.
He's not. He's a shooter. He's a great shooter.
How many people in the history of basketball have been the unanimous MVP?
He changed the game
with
his shooting.
3 titles. Unanimous MVP.
How many finals MVP? How many
0.
finals? Okay.
I mean, but the dudes you're talking about, how many finals MVPs they got?
And MVPs, that's regular season that you said don't count.
Man, no, you ain't taking away. You ain't taking away my what's your name?
But you just
because
dude
got
MVP,
3.
But that's on the regular season.
But he has 3 NBA championships.
But no MVP finals.
He didn't get him by himself.
Exactly.
It ain't like he wasn't playing with other.
He was about to get it to Iguodala one year. He got the MVP one year. Iguodala.
You telling me that
Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
he was playing with Kevin Durant. Got the other 2. Kevin Durant got the other 2. You ever heard of that guy? You ever heard of him? Some people call him KD. So maybe you know him now.
So let me ask you this.
You know my name.
So you're saying. So who is you saying? Who is you saying that's in the league right now that plays the same position that's better than Steph Curry? Is that what we're saying? Are we saying that somebody in the league is better than Steph Curry at his position?
I think what 56 is just saying is that.
No, I want to understand. Is anybody right now in this podcast saying that there's a better player at his position than Steph Curry in the league right now?
Yes.
Okay, who?
Kyrie.
Chris Paul.
Exactly.
Wow.
Chris Paul's the number one. He's the number 1 point guard in the NBA. He's the number 1 point guard in the NBA.
What hardware does Chris Paul have? What hardware does he have? Tell me his accolades.
Okay.
We're gonna have to pick this up. Next week. And I don't know what y'all think as y'all listening, but yeah, we're gonna pick this up next week. Thanks for joining us. And again, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Because I want you to get the notifications when we have new content, because we are going to be sending content out throughout the week. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you here next Saturday, 1 p.m. And guess what we going to do?
We talking sports.